Debt is spending future income today. It's a tool if you use it right, but a trap if you use it wrong. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that most people never think about, but that shapes our lives every second: debt. Yes, you heard that right. The world is almost entirely built on debt, and the interesting part is, like, everyone owes everyone else, but no one really knows to whom exactly. Now, if we start asking, who are these debts owed to? The answer isn't so simple. This is a story where money, power, and choices made throughout history collide. And believe me, it's far more fascinating than you think. Think about it. The United States debt is exactly $38 trillion. Just as a number, it's mind-boggling, isn't it? But here's the surprise. Most of this debt is actually within America itself. Banks, pension funds, the Federal Reserve. So, in reality, the person we owe is actually ourselves. Countries like Japan and China hold only a small portion of it, just about 2% of the total. So, most of the debt circulates within. We're inside a loop. But this isn't limited to America. Japan lends to the US. The US lends to Europe. Europe provides loans to developing countries, and developing countries, through the bonds they hold, lend again to develop strong economies. It's like a universal game of hot potato. And the potato itself is promises. Everyone trusts each other so that the system can function. And what about central banks? They don't just manage debt, they create it. When the Federal Reserve or the European Central Bank buys bonds, new money is created. In other words, every dollar in circulation is the invisible face of a debt note. There is no money without debt. This system is the financial rhythm of the world, and without understanding it, you can't understand the economy. Now let's go back in time a bit. The idea of national debt was born centuries ago during wartime. In 1694, England was at war with France and was running out of. The king sought help from merchants. In return, he promised interest payments backed by future taxes. Thus, the state began to spend money it didn't yet have. This new development laid the foundation of the modern financial system. But there's a strange side to this system. Debt is not distributed equally. The interest paid through taxes goes to pension funds, banks, and large investors. So, debt is not only a transfer mechanism between countries, but also between social classes. That's why global inequality rises along with debt. Here lies the true mystery of debt. States don't create debt to pay it off completely. The plan is to keep the system running, to maintain trust. If a state were to completely eliminate its debt, the safest financial system would collapse, and deflation and economic breakdown would follow. That's why the US, Japan, and Europe keep refinancing their debt, continuing interest payments. Investors are fine with this because government bonds are the safest haven. To sum it up briefly, debt is not a burden. It's the fuel of the modern world. We are debtors and creditors at the same time. As long as there is trust, the system works. If trust is lost, everything stops. So, the next time you hear news about debt, remember this. It's not just numbers, it's also the rhythm of our lives. And what's even more interesting is that this system can grow infinitely. Because debt is not created to be fully repaid, but to sustain trust. Governments issue new bonds, banks increase lending, investors rotate, and we contribute through taxes. This entire system is like the bloodstream of the global economy. And once you understand this, you'll see that debt isn't something to be feared. Debt is also the invisible engine of the modern world, the rhythm of our lives, and in fact, the great game we are all part of. Subscribe for more content.